couple of chances here in the fifth inning and in the fourth inning to break the game open, but they have been able to add to their lead of 3-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Landowski waits. The pitch. That's going to be foul. Diving stab there by Clouser, but it was foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, that looks ugly out there in the southwest. What's rolling in right now? Some low, dark clouds. And I felt some raindrops just now. Here's the pitch. Another foul. That will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allegheny got 3 runs in the third inning, and they had a chance to add to their lead in the fourth. They had runners on first and second with nobody out, but a great job coming in relief by Zanella to end that threat. Zanella trying to get out of a fifth inning jam now. And it bounces up to the plate. No advance by the runners. Rhodey is on second. Pollona's on first. And a 3-2 count on Landowski. Top of the order, Stewart waits on deck. Allegheny Gators leading Aurora Spartans 3-0 in the top of the fifth inning. And a pop-up. Is it going to be playable? No, it's out of play, third base side. Well, we got some fast-moving clouds rolling in right now, looking above us here. We may have a little bit of a shower coming through here very shortly. Looks pretty dark out there in the southwest. That apparently is where the weather's coming from. Another foul. So Zanella and Landowski battling here. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the fifth inning. Rhodey on second, Pollona on first. 3-0 Allegheny here in the top of the fifth. They got all their runs in the third when they collected 5 hits. Payoff pitch coming again. Pop foul out of play behind home plate. So the battle continues. Still a 3-2 count on Landowski, who singled her last time up. She's 1 for 2 in this game. Zanella trying to keep it at a 3-run deficit. Trying to get her team in the dugout here. Another payoff pitch is upcoming. And it's a foul. Ooh, just barely got a piece of it. Landowski barely stays alive. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield playing Landowski straight away. Wind continues to blow from right field towards the left field foul pole. Another payoff pitch coming. Up the middle it goes, a base hit. Here comes the Rhodey, the score. Safe at third is Pollone. Rhodey scores on an RBI single by Landowski, and it's 4-0 Allegheny. Allie Landowski coming through in the number 9 spot with an RBI single to center. And I guess we can start calling it Allegheny Magic continues. This number 6 seed continues to do well. They're up now 4-0. First pitch outside of Stewart, ball 1. Allegheny is leading this game 4-0. The winner moves into the championship round. They'll play at 2 o'clock tomorrow. They'll be only 1 win away from a regional championship. There's a strike. Very dark clouds right now here in Angola. Anderson and Trine scheduled to play the next game after this one. Starting to get late in the day, though. Here's a high fly ball, deep center field, and it's out of here! A home run for Sadie Stewart. A 3-run blast over the center field fence. And it's now 7-0 favor Allegheny. So Stewart with her third hit in this game. And it's a big fly. 7-0 Gators as they have put a 4 spot up on the board here in the top of the 5th. And that wind is really blowing now. Hang on, Trent. The batter is Bell Mazurek. This is about as strong as the wind has been all day. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Well, we mentioned 35-mile-per-hour wind gust. And I think those strong winds are here right now. Everybody's battening down the hatches. A swing and a miss for a strike. 7-0. Allegheny with the lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Man, I think, Trent, you're going to have to get some combat pay for what you're doing right now up there in that bucket. Hang on, man. Here's the next pitch. It's called a ball. Bell Mazurek batting. Stewart with that home run. That was her 11th homer of the season. She leads the team in that category. There's strike 3. They'll have to finish the out at first, and the out is recorded, a collision at first base. The inning is over. But an ill wind is blowing right now for the Spartans of Aurora University, as the Allegheny College Gators get 4 runs on a total of 3 hits. 4 runs on 3 hits. They want him down now? Well, we're in the middle of streaming. Can you get it down, Trent? We've had problems today with that thing. You got to talk to him. Four runs in the top of the 5th inning for Allegheny on 3 hits. Nobody left on base. 7-0. Allegheny with the lead over Aurora. As we play here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, Clauser, Weitzenfeld, and Hubner due up. And with a strong wind blowing in our face, Needler Allegheny with 3 runs in the 3rd and 4 in the 5th. They lead now 7-0. Ground ball, foul on the 3rd base side. Well, sorry for the distraction there, folks. One of the folks from Trine University wanted to lower the bucket that Trent's in with this strong wind, and we had to explain to him that somebody forgot to plug it in overnight and the battery was dead, so Trent is stuck up there for the time being. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball 2, 2-1. Like to find out who the guy was who forgot to plug it in last night. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Wind blowing straight out to center field now. Ground ball to second. And 2 away as Stewart makes the play at second base for the second out. Lauren Hubner bats now. She walked her first time up. 2 outs and nobody on base. Nealer has not allowed a hit so far in this game. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on base, bottom half of the 5th inning. Caitlin Nealer working on a shutout. Right back to Nealer, and there is out number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes Aurora in the bottom half of inning number 5. Nealer has not allowed a hit in 5 innings of work. We move to the 6th inning. Allegheny 7 and Aurora nothing. And due up for Allegheny in the top of the 6th, it'll be Fort, Hayden, and George, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. The big blast in this game, a 3-run homer by Sadie Stewart that cleared the fence here in center field. And now we're going to lower the camera here. We're going to have to lower the bucket with the winds blowing as strong as they are right now. All of a sudden, the wind shifted again. It was blowing from right field towards the left field foul pole, and all of a sudden it turned around and blew straight out towards the center field fence here, and it's blowing about 25, 30 miles an hour. We're going to get Trent down from there. Ball 1 to Fort. Stephanie Ford is 1 for 3 in this game. Has an RBI single and a run scored. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we got Trent down a little bit. Actually, the count is 2-0 on Fort, according to the scoreboard. Strike is called. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Strike 2 is called. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Natalie Zanella in the circle right now for Aurora. Allegheny in control, 7-0. There's ball 3. Full count, 3-2. Well, the angle a little bit lower now, but with these high winds, we had to get that bucket down. And the wind is still blowing pretty good. There's ball 4. So now we're getting into a situation where if Allegheny can get 1 more run, we could be facing a mercy situation in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hayden, the batter. Haley has walked, singled and scored, and grounded out. Foul ball is called there, strike 1 on Hayden. Fort with a leadoff walk here in the top of the 6th inning. Allegheny leading Aurora 7-0. It's been all Gators in this game since the 3rd inning. They have just totally dominated this game against Aurora. There's a bunt foul. So the Gators of Allegheny, the number 6 seed entering this tournament. They've won their first 2 games, and now they're in a great position to advance to the championship round, where they would only need 1 more win to win this tournament and move on to the national finals in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This is such a pivotal game here. Allegheny leading 7-0 in the top of the 6th inning. 1-2 on Hayden. And she drives it. And that's a fair ball down the right field line for a base hit. And the hits just keep coming for the Gators of Allegheny College. Katrina George bats now. George is 0 for 3 in this game. Ford is on second. Hayden is on first. Nobody out. 7-0. Allegheny with the lead here. as the wind continues to blow out the center field. And it's a very strong wind. We can feel it against the fence here. Ball one on George. 7-0 Gators, top of the sixth. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson and Trine scheduled to play the next game. Starting to get late into the afternoon here in Angola. It's 5:15 Eastern. That pitch is outside. Throw down the second, and safe at second is Fort. Gators got 3 in the third on 5 hits. And they got 4 in the fifth. The big blow, a 3-run homer by Sadie Stewart. And for Stewart, that was her 11th home run this season and the 34th homer of the year as a team for the Gators. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's the bunt. They're going to get a hit. They may get a run as the ball rolls into the outfield, and everything is going Allegheny's way. Fort scores all the way from second base. Hayden checks in at second, and now we're in a mercy situation if Aurora doesn't score in the bottom half of this inning. RBI for George. Second hit this inning for Allegheny. And the 12th for the Gators in this contest. Nealer bats now. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning, and Allegheny with an 8-0 lead. So if Aurora doesn't score in the bottom half of their frame, the game will be over on the mercy rule. A little tapper in front of the plate. Tough play at first. Out at first. Heck of a play there by Tristan Wilcox, the catcher. She picked up that ball in front of home plate and gunned it the first to Stone for the out. Runners move up 1 base. Hayden now on third. George on second. Nicole Rohde bats, and it's really getting dark now here in Angola. Back to the pitcher. She looks the runners back and gets the out at first base. So Rohde taps to the pitcher for the second out. Hayden stays on third. George on second, now with 2 outs. Maureen Pallone bats. She hit into a fielder's choice and later scored. Last inning, she came home on the home run by Stewart. Strike 1. Allegheny with 3 in the third, 4 in the fifth, and 1 here in the sixth. They lead 8-0. Boy, that wind is really blowing right now. They were calling for gusts to 30 miles an hour late this afternoon, and by goodness, they were right. There's a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Our angle is lower than earlier. We had to lower the bucket that Trent Lewis is in, our cameraman, for his safety. And there's a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. You all right, Trent? He gives me the thumbs up. What a trooper. What a warrior. Second and third, 2 outs. Ball 2 outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and two the count with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And there's a base hit down the left field line. 1 run is in. Another one trying to score. Save at the plate. It's George. Hayden and George scoring on the play. A 2-run single for Pallone to make it 10-0. It's one of those games where everything is going right for Allegheny and not a whole lot's gone right for Aurora. 3 more runs this inning for the Gators. They have opened up a 10-0 lead. Landowski bats with 2 outs and a runner on second. Strike called. So now Aurora down 10-0. They'll have to score 3 in the bottom half of their frame to keep the game going. There's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner on second. Zanella trying to get this last out. And a little tap back to the pitcher. The throw is in time. The inning is over, but more damage by the Allegheny College Gators, who are playing some of their best ball of the season at the right time in tournament time, huh? 3 runs in the top of the 6th for the Gators on 3 hits. And there was 1 runner left. Gators now have a total of 14 hits in this game. And they lead 10-0 over Aurora, moving to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 9 1 and 2 hitters due up for the Spartans, as they're going to need at least 3 runs to keep the game going. We're in a mercy rule situation now with Allegheny on top 10-0. So barring a miracle comeback here. Well, here, Trent, I can give you the CD now. That blew off. Since you're not 50 feet up in the air, or however high you were, I'll just put it there. I don't know if you can reach it. There you go. Got it? All right. I don't know if that's a music CD or a video CD. Oh, really? I didn't. Well, you know more about that than I do. You're the video expert. All right, bottom half of the 6th inning. Rando leads it off, and it's a ground ball to third. Swinging on the first pitch. Out at first base. As Rhodey made the play at third and threw a strike to first to get the out. 1 out. Stephanie Lynch bats now. There's a bunt foul, strike 1. I think it's safe to say the weather conditions right now here in Angola are pretty abysmal. Strong wind blowing out the center field. Temperatures dropping to around 50. It's supposed to get down to 35 tonight. This is not exactly Chamber of Commerce weather. 2 strikes on Lynch. Tristan Wilcox waits on deck. 10-0 Allegheny, bottom half of the 6th. There's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, I feel like I'm on Deadliest Catch right now.